We're the Rushes. My name is Don, and this is my wife, Linda.
Hey, and we're so pleased to meet the both of you. Tell us, what happened here in your home? What was the incident?
We purchased a Samsung dishwasher, and it leaked inside of our island, and it wound up ruining the island. Paint peeling, floors popping up around it, and so we had to have that dishwasher replaced, and we had to have all of the repairs done to not only the island but our floors and other parts that were affected.
The process when you called the insurance company, or how did they send contractors out here to take a look at everything? What happened with that first?
So yeah, National General was great. We called and we spoke to Araceli, our claims adjuster, and she immediately sent out 911 Restoration. So they initially came just to mop up the mess and to keep it from spreading. And so Eli and his crew came out and they had to get some abatement. They had to get blowers going. And instead of just closing off our house where we didn't have access to it, they actually built a room to encompass the area that was damaged so that we could still, for safety, be able to get in and out of doors. And I don't know how they did it. I actually remember thinking that that would be great for the homeless population that we have, because you just erected this clean hut that was like watertight and airtight. Yeah, it was really cool.
Did they explain to you the process before they began what 911 was going to do when they entered the home?
Yeah, 911, I think one of their biggest strengths is their communication with the homeowner. Like we were informed straight down the road, everything that was going to happen, what our options were. If there was a decision, then all the options were laid out with the pros and cons. And, like, do we want to stay in our house? Do we want to, are we going to go someplace? And if we stay, the construction going on and what they can do and what might be outside of their ability to do, So we were just really pleased throughout the whole process that the communication was truthful, just definitely, people of integrity. We've dealt with so many people over our 44 years of being married, car deals, home deals, all that life, has to do. And it is such a rare thing that you find somebody who actually does everything that they say they're going to do, when they say that they're going to do it, and their word is their bond, and you actually get what they're telling you you're going to get in the very end.
Absolutely.
And it's the pits to not know, is that person coming today? Are they not coming today? What's the holdup with this? So the communication was really, really, really important to both of us. And that was just managed so well from beginning to end, really, with 911.
If you had to tell Kern County or anyone anything in conclusion about 911 Restoration in Bakersfield, California, what would you tell them?
I would just tell them there are still companies out there, and there are still good human beings, good people who are managing those companies, who want you to be happy with it. They want to give you a quality project, a quality workmanship, and you can be really happy with it in the end. And they want, they're in business, but they want the homeowner to be happy in the end with the quality and the work that they did, and be able to recommend them. And that's what 911 is, that is so amazing to us, is that this is a company that has integrity. I mean, he has got the best subcontractors. Every single person that came in that worked on our home was a craftsman who knew their part of it inside and out, and took the time to do this amazing job for us. Every hole that was drilled, every corner that was finished. I mean, it was just all done really to perfection. I mean, we're so happy with the outcome. It exceeded our expectations in every way. And you kind of can get jaded, I think, that, everybody's just wants to make money and move on, and they don't really care. But that's not true. There are companies that want, yes, they're in business and they want to have a good business and, a good income for their business, but they also want this homeowner to be very happy when they're done. And we just couldn't be happier with the outcome from our remodel. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Compared to people that have lost their homes in fires and floods, completely devastated, you know, we have nothing compared to that. But it's still a stressful, emotional program that we experienced right here. And so when Eli came, all my friends, family, anybody that's had anything to do with construction, by the time they get done, they're usually not friends with their contractor. They have words. And I just shook Eli's hand and said, hey, I just want us to be friends when this is over, best friends. And he goes, we will be. And he was right. I mean, he's a uptight guy that's not uptight, a top guy that top of the barrel, cream of the crop. And his word, what he says is what he does. And so the scheduling and the subcontractors all went on without a hitch. And they were professional. Everything that my wife has said is like exactly right on point. They were professional. Everything that they did as craftsmen. We've even snuck behind Eli's back and hired Rod to do some floors for my mom. And he's a dear man and a dear friend of ours now, just like Eli. And the men that were in our homes and the women that were in our homes were all kind and polite. So we would sometimes, and at the very end, my daughter had to have a surgery. She doesn't live with us, but she needed to come with us for us to care for her. So we said, hey, Eli, we know the floor held us up, but we're on task now. Is there any way we can get done by this date? And so Eli put out the word and everybody stepped up so that we could get done. So that my daughter, when she was here, there wouldn't be the beating and banging going on. So just everything that they said they would do, they did. He was always available. That's the hardest thing is I have a car in the shop right now and trying to get a hold of people and get stuff done. It's hard for that communication. That line of communication was open. So there was no frustration at all. And I saw Eli at the Carniceria the other day and we shook hands and hugged and we indeed were best friends after it was over.
Last question. What do you love about your kitchen the most? Because I can tell the way you look at it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I love everything about the kitchen.
Tell them how you got it.
The functionality is really important. And that's where, you know, I don't remodel kitchens for full time for a living. And, you know, they do. And so they were able to provide a lot of guidance, you know, if you do that, you can do that, but here's what's going to happen if you do. And so I felt like I could make better decisions about where everything belonged. You know, we got some drawers instead of cupboards because that was an even trade out. And, you know, getting a little bit older. So instead of having to get down on my hands and knees to get the things out of the bottom, you know, I'm able to pull those drawers out. So really, just bringing it all together, the options, even the color choices, you know, what's kind of on trend and what I'm going to be happy with years down the road. You know, I didn't want to pick something that was going to be trendy and then be tired of it, you know, in a few years. And so they just guided throughout the whole process, really. And when people come in, they're pretty much wowed by the kitchen because it looks like something that was done, you know, on a professional television show, a DIY show or something, you know. I mean, it compares to that in terms of just how it came together. Even the guy who came and did the hard work, I mean, everyone was just so skilled in what they did. Like there wasn't a mistake, you know. It just came together so beautifully. So it's form and function, you know, and it's beautiful. So I don't know. It would be hard to pick one thing that I love the most about it. I just think I'll be loving it 25 years from now.
Well, the new floor that Eli suggested, I don't have to mop it near as much. It shows, hides the dirt a lot better.
Yeah. We made a change on the floor that we have based on Eli's recommendation. And it's like, oh my gosh, how are we even living with the other floor? Which, you know, was hardwood, but it was just so difficult to keep up and didn't, you know, only looked nice for the 20 minutes after you mopped it. And this floor, I don't want to say, but you can go, you know, a week or even two without really, the mopping surface doesn't look, you can't really tell, which is a good thing. We have 7 grandkids, so, you know, we use this house. I mean, this is not a showpiece. We are, you know, you should have seen it on Thanksgiving, Thursday to Sunday. Our daughter was here. Yeah, we use the house, so, but thankful for the really good subcontractors, you know, and the work that they did. and how respectful they were to us. I mean, treated us really well.
The vendors that Eli sent us to, because we weren't sure where to go, they all love 911.
Yeah.
When you walk in and they're like, "Are you with 911?" "Oh, we'll help you." So Eli pays his bills, and so his vendors like him, the tile company, the floor company, the granite company, all of those guys, they all love 911.
Yeah, you get it. There's no eye rolling. You know, you get a good feel when you go in that, okay, we're in good hands here.
Yeah.